what brought me into Painkiller was the fact that Jerry was a real good supporter of our film Baggage that we had done, and he'd had a small role in the film and really nailed it, and we stayed friends. And then when he told me he had his own script that he was working on, I was immediately interested. And I have to be quite honest, a lot of times I get offered a lot of different roles in films, whether it's producer or acting, and this is one that it was a no-brainer for me to step up to the plate and take on the producing role, and I'm so excited. I can't wait for you guys to see it.
Are you ready?
Yes.
Are you sure?
Hi, I'm Jeremiah Kipp. I'm the director of Painkiller.
And I'm Jerry Janda. I wrote the screenplay for Painkiller.
Yeah, it was a great opportunity to bring the band back together on another project that's very dark, very provocative, very visceral. My gut reaction to reading the script was really put off guard. It's like not the kind of horror film that I normally see. We're very used to seeing zombies and vampires and werewolves, but to get to something that's more biological, something that's inserted into the body that changes you, that hit me in a real gut level place that filled me with disgust, horror, terror, and a real desire to make this film. Where did the idea come from, Jerry?
It was probably mostly inspired, I guess, by some early works of David Cronenberg. I kind of described it as a body horror film, and as you mentioned, it's very biological. There was a creature involved in it that I don't want to give too much away, but it also has a bit of a psychological twist to it.
Yeah, it reminded me of like the early David Cronenberg fused with the lean, spare, economical prose of Cormac McCarthy or someone like that. So the viewer has a lot of room and space to interpret the terror that unfolds in the movie.
I received an email from Jeremiah, and I opened it right away, and I saw an attachment. So I knew there had to be a script or a picture of something that he was working on. And so I opened it up, and in his email it said, here's a project that Jerry Janda wrote, and I'm going to direct it, and I'd like you to be DP, an editor. And so I opened it up, and I'm like, please be good. Please be good, because I really wanted to work with Jeremiah again, and Jerry. He was a great guy on Baggage. And I got halfway through the script, and I just stopped reading it, and I wrote back to Jeremiah, I'm in. The subject matter I find really intriguing, has a few different genres that I like, a little bit of psychological thriller, a little bit of science fiction, and a little bit of horror. So it covers like all three of those genres, and it's something that I'm really happy to have my name attached to. Running a really busy production company, I have to be really selective about the projects that I choose because I have very limited time. And I knew right away that this was one of them.
Oh, sure. And then there's stuff you can shoot through.
Yeah,
you know,
that's
there's
exactly
bulbs,
right.
open bulbs.
Yep, that's
What drew me to Painkiller, the movie, is just the name itself at first. It really sparks the interest and the imagination, and it's up to us to make it look good. I know that we're going to. The cast is incredible. The director, the creator, and obviously the production team. There's so many pieces of this that's going to come together and just mesh perfectly to make for a gritty and interesting and beautiful film that I'm excited to see, and I think that everybody else will too.
The script is creepy, it's disturbing, and it also takes you to a place you didn't expect to go. I will be collaborating with director Jeremiah Kipp. The project is in excellent hands.
I would say at its core the film is about addiction, obviously, but I also wanted to explore different types of addiction, not so much just physical addiction, but also emotional addiction. There's a lot in the film about codependence and I think the darker sides of relationships. So more than just a creature story, I think it's really a story about human nature.
Well, that's what I connected to in the story, was that it's about how, no matter how civilized we think we are deep in ourselves animals, driven by fear, anger, rage, hostility. So to me, it was like a very primal horror movie that like gets deep into like why we're afraid. We can't make this film without your help, so if you're interested in films that are a little offbeat, off the beaten path, different kind of genre film, then jump on board. We'd love to have your support. And where can people find out about this movie?
Yeah, people can find out more at painkillerfilm.com. You can visit the site, you can get up-to-date information about the production. You can also learn how to donate to the film. If you donate, there are a variety of perks that we offer. We'd really love to have you part of this project. We're really proud of it. We have a great team assembled. It's a good story, and we hope you'll support it. We'd love to have you part of it. Thank you so much.
Thank you.